I live in Taiwan, but if I think about buying a house in Taipei, this dream is very far away.
据2018年的一份调查报告指出，台北市的房价收入比高达15倍，等于要不吃不喝15年才能买到一个属于自己的窝。
对于台北生活的年轻人来说，拥有一个自己的地方已经是一个遥不可及的梦想，许多人只好把租屋作为一个替代方案。那么在台北生活以及工作的外国朋友，他们对这个事情有什么样的看法 ？Do you rent a house here in Taipei?
Yeah, I do. Like a studio.
My room is not very soundproof. Yeah, so if I want to have like a phone conversation and it's quite private, maybe the whole flat can listen as well.
And the rent, do you think it's acceptable?
No, it's a bit high. For electricity, we pay 5.5.
That's a bit high.
Yeah, it's really high. Yeah.
For me, I pay 3.6. That's the actual bill that people receive.
For in Taipei is not reasonable for me. And if Taipei it's reasonable.
Comparing to the prices here, it is pricey. I think I pay 10,000 for a room. It's not a fancy place. It's like a dungeon where I live.
Is there any particular incident that was unpleasant for you?
No, maybe only the trash is really difficult because I didn't know like the timing.
Yeah, there's something that we expected that would be fixed by the end of March, and it's still not fixed. We can't put paper in the toilet. Once we couldn't use the toilet because it was like blocked, and so they said, "Oh, it's a foreigner because she's not used to not throwing the paper in the toilet, so it's her fault."
I feel like the landlords here are more understanding. I can just tell her like, hey, the bank closed, I didn't have time, can I do it tomorrow morning? And she'll be like, yeah, no problem. In America, it's like if you don't pay your rent exactly on time, you're gonna have a big problem. You're gonna be charged a lot of money.
你知道在台北的情况啊？目前如果年轻人想要买房子的话，需要工作15年
15年，
然后完全不花钱，
完全不
花钱才能够买房子。
哇，
你觉得这个情况？
太过分了。
Yeah, I think it's really crazy. I mean, this society doesn't help us to like really establish our own family. They don't want us to have anything.
Right. I know that the salaries here have been pretty stagnant in terms of not increasing. Right. The price of housing has just steadily increased. If you want to retain your young talent in Taiwan, then that needs to change. Otherwise, people are going to naturally move to other places.
你觉得政府应该做哪些事情吗？举例来说，让你租房子更容易，或者说让你可以买房子。
你给我很难的问题。我的父母住在香港，差不多20年了。然后我们还租房子，因为香港的房子价钱真的太高。
Culture in Italy is very similar to Taiwan. We really like to buy houses. Sometimes you really need to ask yourself, how is it going to be my life in 10, 20, 30 years?
For Taiwan, I mean, like, I think the biggest problem is probably like speculation. People always say like there's this bubble, the real estate bubble, and it's going to burst one day, but when? Who knows?
社会是不太公平的，是法国的社会不公平，我想台湾的社会也不公平。
A lot of landlords, they're keeping their property and they're not doing anything with it. They're maybe even not renting it out. So they could maybe include some kind of penalty for people like landlords who don't rent out their property.
Right, like to tax them heavily, that kind of stuff.
Exactly. And that way the rental price might go down a bit.
Do young people in your country still really want to buy a place, or they're okay with renting a place?
I think everybody is complaining about the rising rents, and that's a constant nuisance all over the world.
No, I think that only renting because I don't like to live like in the same place.
要买房子是那个美国的梦想。
我们想要买房子，但是很贵。从大学毕业以后，可能住不起，得去别的州。
Germans do want to buy houses because we also, consider paying rent to be money down the drain.
3-4年，如果是在都市之外的地方。
Trend has been like renting places for almost like 2 decades now. So people just don't believe in that. I need property to, leave something for my kid.
In the past, a couple of years ago, the Prime Minister, he introduced low-income houses.
It's not that difficult, I think. Maybe 5.
In my country, both renting and buying houses is excessively expensive. So if you're a young person that can afford, that means you're a little percentage of the population.
I would like to buy a house, but I think it wouldn't happen until I'm 40 at least.
I live in Taiwan, but if I think about buying a house in Taipei, this dream is very far away.
If I had money, yeah, but right now I think it's just impossible. I would have to work until I'm like 120 years old, so.
你今天上房价有什么感想？
觉得好像心里安慰一点啊，好像不是只有我买不起房子啊，很多人都买不起房子。
喇叭，你不是买的那个？
没有，我没有买房子，那个是我老婆的房子，不是我的房子。
原来是这样，都是谣传啊！大家都买不起房子就……
对，你看我还要靠我老婆吃穿，我现在小白脸，知不知道？我自己无法在现在的房市的状况下买房子。
我也是啊，大家觉得我们开补习班很
吃屎啊！你怎么可能是？你要不要讲一下你现在一个月房租多少钱？
还好啦，就大概一般上班族这样，所以无论如何还是要请大家多多支持我们的节目，这样我们才能有一天代表台湾人来买下一些房子。
代表台湾人买的房子，神经病。
好，我们是老外不意外，我们
下次见。哎呀。